When it comes to the Motivational Institute, I mean, that's something, you know, been on my heart, my father's heart for quite some time.
Exactly.
It kind of coincides with your mission and your plan. So, I mean, beyond that, obviously,
right.
whatever assistance I could be, but even, you know, to zone in and be laser focused on something like that, and just create pillars in the community.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that, you know, I owe my community, is to not only just come in and say, oh, I want to do a restaurant, I want to do something like that. Like, I want to go in my community and say, these are the gems that were laced upon me growing up, and
exactly.
how can I do that? How can I provide a place for young people to come and be whatever type of entrepreneur or entertainer, you know, kind of providing all the tools and the essential things that not only can inspire, but also, you know, it's almost like it's one of those things where we're there to encourage, but we're also there to harness whatever energy you have.
Exactly.
You know, for it to be a place, an alternative to going somewhere else, because there aren't, you know, growing up, you have, you know, if you're into athletics, you can go to the Jackie Robinson YMCA.
Right.
But if you want to exercise your mind, if you are a craft or an art that you're into, there's not really too many things outside of the schooling systems that can actually help provide. And then especially when you focus on young men,
right?
You know what I mean? Because as we know, all the statistics of, you know, are losing them to the penitentiaries and you know,
and the prisons,
exactly,
and as well as the cemetery.
Yeah, and so to be able to say, you know, to just change their mind in a certain way, just give them a different type of alternative to say, yo, if it's not a gang, or if it's not pimping, or it's not, like, we can take that, you can achieve what you want to achieve the right way, and give them, you know, everything from Toastmasters to, you know, the opportunity to be in entertainment, according to all of those things. But, you know, it's all about motivating them through the arts, motivating them through public speaking, motivating them through, you know, whatever it is their interests are outside of anything athletics. But just being that something in the community, a place where you can go when you need something. It's more than just a community center. It's something that we can have and create as a home. So that's something I feel like has been on my heart for some time. And to have that, you know, in the forefront.
I think that the Motivational Institute will provide at least three things, if not more. First of all, it will give a certain amount of belief that they can reach that goal outside of being a athlete or rap star.
No, absolutely.
Somebody, Nick, has to provide a service to the community,
right,
and stay in the neighborhood, right, to continue the growth of our children.
Absolutely.
That's what one of the institute. Other thing is, it will show kids in our community that we've had someone who grew up in the neighborhood, right, on 4 or 5, right, where we just had a murder, right, of Bugs was killed, and here we've got a young man who have grown in that neighborhood and yet have made it out of the neighborhood, right, who's now willing to give back to the neighborhood. Absolutely. That's where it says a lot. And then the third thing is showing mothers that your children do have an opportunity. Absolutely. And that's what this brings to our community. Absolutely. They have an opportunity. They can come from where they are and go to where they could be. Yeah. You know, we just don't want to talk about it, we want to be about it. Absolutely. You know, and so that's what I think at the Institute. And that's what I'm hoping and praying that God continues to lay on your heart to bring this Institute here to San Diego.
Absolutely. It has to. If I do anything, that's what I have to make that happen. And, you know, with your assistance and then anywhere I can help, I think it's all about lining up. The timing is perfect, and it feels like everything's right. So, we need you in office so we can get this going as well.
Right. What do you think, or I know you haven't been there in a bit, but what do you think is the #1 challenge that African American youth face in the predominantly minority communities?
Education. Absolutely. Education. And understanding the power of education and maintaining a love for education, and it's the way it's structured. I mean, that's something that we could do in the Institute as well. I mean, because we all know